Okay. So I call this meeting to order for this webinar. I see about 40 people already with us. So thank you very much, everybody. I am Amrish Srivastava for Mansik Shakti. I'm a psychiatrist currently sitting in Canada, but my heart is in Lucknow. And my friends and colleagues who are working with me, organization called Freedom from Poverty Trust Foundation Trust, which is based in Lucknow as well as in Montreal. I feel myself very lucky to have support of Dr. Devedi and his group to be able to establish or begin with this mental health initiative of talking and dealing with problems of suicide behavior in our country, particularly for those young people, our students. As you know, that recent report says that about 13,000 students have uh, died in 1 year's time. It's a matter of great concern, and we thought we'll try and get together, reach out to people, discuss the issue, and nothing can be better than first try to understand the problem. And I'm lucky that my request has been accepted by a number of my colleagues, my teachers, professors, and my students who have agreed to join, and they are the faculty of this seminar. So I will be, now we have half an hour's time to go over the administrative or say inauguration of this program. And after that, we'll begin with the teaching session. So I once again request Dr. Devedi to please brief us about the initiative. The arrangement is like that. Did you speak about the initiative? I will explain the project afterwards. Maybe it is repeat for many people who have already heard me. Then we have some messages from our Deputy Chief Minister, from President of the World Psychiatric Association and President of Indo-Canadian Association. I will display that. I want to recognize individuals and our organizations who are collaborating with us and working in this field. So Dr. Devedi, over to you. Please, can you briefly tell our viewers, our colleagues, what is this initiative about, of Indo-Canadian initiative of help trying to deal with suicide problem in India?
Thank you very much, Dr. Srivastava. We are very fortunate to partner with you and Mansik Shakti. We see this as a social and medical problem of depression and suicide in students, and we are trying our best to tackle it. And with your help and initiative, I am sure we'll make a very significant difference in the lives of these students. And a great big thank you to all the faculty who have taken the time and have joined us in this cause. It's very remarkable. And thanks to you, sir, for getting these people together. And really, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank the faculty for giving of their time and trying to help us make a difference. That's all I have. Thank you to you, sir. Back to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Devedi. I will now explain briefly what is this project about. So we called it Mansik Shakti, which we have the vision to develop educational resource through a website and try to sensitize people and respond to their needs. The primary interest is to understand our teachers who regularly interact with students, because I believe there is a lot of information which is missing. We want to hear their perspective because they know the students better. We have seen people who have either attempted suicide or have developed stress or distress or crisis because of this issue. But we really do not have the first-hand information what goes on throughout the year or before something happens. And with this perspective, we thought of organizing this webinar in which we would like to hear and discuss, know more before we can say that we have a strategy, what to do, what not to do. Now, one part of the program is establishing the webinar. So this webinar is going to be a 10 hours course, 2.5 hours every day in the first week of every month for next 12 months. So this will take place on 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of every month, 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. in the night. And we have dedicated faculty who have taken the responsibility to participate, deliver the lecture, and discuss the issues. We hope that at the end of, say, about 3-4 sessions, 3-4 months, we'll be more clearer that what is the perspective of teachers. Why we are focusing on teachers? Because जो हमारे गुरुजन हैं, उन्हें आप कितना भी कहें कि वो बिजी हैं, बहुत व्यस्त हैं, वो छात्रों को नहीं जानते हैं, मगर मेरा मानना है कि ये सही नहीं। वो उन्हें अच्छी तरह पहचानते हैं। जब भी ऐसी चर्चा चलती है कि इस घर में ऐसा हुआ या उस लड़के के साथ ऐसा हुआ, तो वो जरूर ये कहते हैं, हाँ ऐसा तो होना निश्चित था। कहीं ना कहीं संवाद में कोई कमी है, या कहीं ना कहीं कोई ऐसी खाई है जिसे भरना जरूरी है। और इस विचार से हम ये कार्यक्रम लेकर सामने आए हैं कि हम अपने अध्यापकों को सुन सकें। छात्रों के जीवन में अध्यापकों और उनके माता पिता और परिवार के लोगों के अलावा सिर्फ मित्र होते हैं, जो आज के समय में मुझे नहीं लगता बहुत ज़्यादा समय लोग मित्रों के साथ बिताते हैं। या तो वो घर में होते हैं या पढ़ाई करते हैं, उनकी दुनिया रची बसी है स्कूलों में, कॉलेजेस में, यूनिवर्सिटीज में। तो जो भी शिक्षा संस्थानों के लोग हैं, वो एक अहम भूमिका निभाते हैं। हर व्यक्ति जानता है कि कोई अपने अध्यापकों को, मेंटर्स को कोई कभी नहीं भूलता। वही उनका व्यक्तित्व बनाते हैं, चरित्र बनाते हैं, जीवन बनाते हैं। मेरा दृढ़ विश्वास है कि परिवर्तन इस दिशा में अगर आएगा तो वो कॉलेज कैंपस से ही आएगा। नया जमाना है, नई सोच की आवश्यकता है। हम चाहते हैं कि हमारे विद्यार्थी खुद सोचें और हमें बताएं कि उनके लिए क्या किया जा सकता है। इसके अलावा हम इस कार्यक्रम में काफी जोर दिया गया है कि पढ़ने के लिए लिटरेचर। तो एक किताब जो अभी आपको कल से अमेज़न में मिलेगी, हैंडल लाइफ विद केयर, वो सुसाइड के बारे में है। उसका हिंदी अनुवाद हो रहा है जो अगले महीने मिलेगा। जितने भी हमारे टीचर्स हैं जो जिस कार्यक्रम में लेक्चर देंगे, उन सभी से अनुरोध किया गया है, उनके चैप्टर्स हमें 1 महीने 1.5 महीने के अंदर मिल जाएंगे, जो छाप के कोर्स बुक के रूप में हिंदी में और अंग्रेजी में दोनों में आपके सामने होगी, जो आप खुद पढ़ सकते हैं और किसी को दे सकते हैं। इन किताबों का बड़ा महत्व है। मैं तो चाहूँगा कि लोग जन्मदिन पे या जब कोई भी गिफ्ट देते हैं तो किताबों का उपयोग करें, और हम लोगों के द्वारा लिखी गई किताबों का उपयोग करें तो ज़्यादा अच्छा रहेगा, फायदा होगा उससे। इसी के साथ-साथ एक नया प्रयोग ऐसा है कि मेंटल हेल्थ स्क्रीनिंग और असेसमेंट की जो ज़रूरत है, हर शख्स ये जानना तो चाहता है कि क्या कोई मानसिक तनाव में है या नहीं। हमें खुशी है ये बताते हुए कि केजे सोमैया टेक्निकल इंस्टीट्यूट से में हमारे अनुरोध पे काम चल रहा है। और मुझे उम्मीद है आने वाले 6-8 महीने में मोबाइल ऐप की 2 प्रति हमारे पास होगी, जिससे हम मेंटल हेल्थ स्क्रीनिंग स्टूडेंट्स में कर सकेंगे और उनके तनाव तनाव की जांच पड़ताल या उसके बाद किस रास्ते से उनका इलाज होना है, वो खुद अपने लिए क्या कर सकते हैं, क्या उनमें किसी मानसिक बीमारी की संभावना है या नहीं है। ये सारे प्रश्न जो हैं वो उनके उत्तर के लिए मशीन लर्निंग और आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का उपयोग करके जो इंस्ट्रूमेंट डेवलप किए जा रहे हैं वो आपके हाथ में एक आध करीब 6-8 महीने के में आने चाहिए। इसके अलावा एक स्ट्रेटेजिक ग्रुप जो हम लोगों ने फॉर्म किया है, उसकी ये जिम्मेदारी है कि विभिन्न यूनिवर्सिटीज में शॉर्ट कोर्सेज और डिप्लोमा कोर्सेज मेंटल हेल्थ में शुरू किए जाएं, जिससे ये शिक्षण संस्थान का एक महत्वपूर्ण विषय बने। ये विषय अभी जो मेडिकल कॉलेजेज और अस्पतालों में है वहां से निकल के जनमानस की बीच में आए, जिससे न केवल लोगों को जानकारियां मिले, हमें और लोग जो ह्यूमन रिसोर्स की जरूरत है वो भी प्राप्त हो। मुझे उम्मीद है कि नई शिक्षा नीति जिसमें इस बात का प्रावधान है कि लोग एक समय में एक से अधिक कई कोर्स कर सकते हैं, उससे भी लोगों को यूनिवर्सिटीज में ये इस्टेब्लिश करने में जरूर कुछ ना कुछ मदद होगी। और जो भी हमारे साथ के लोग हैं वो जो हमें इसमें मदद करना चाहते हैं, जो यूनिवर्सिटी में जिनकी पहचान है या जो वहाँ काम करते हैं, अब्दुल कलाम टेक्निकल यूनिवर्सिटी में जो हमारे सहयोगी हैं प्रोफेसर प्रजापति, या मैं देख नहीं रहा हूँ मगर मुझे उम्मीद है वो ज्वाइन हुए होंगे, वो इस काम को देख रहे हैं और बहुत ही होनहार प्रोफेसर हैं। मुझे उनसे काफ़ी उम्मीद है कि वो जरूर इस कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाएंगे। तो वेबिनार सीरीज, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम, बुक्स एंड पब्लिकेशन एंड न्यू कोर्सेज, दीज आर 5 थिंग्स। ये 5 चीजें अभी हमारे पास हैं और हम चाहते हैं कि एक देश के लोग हमसे अध्यापक गण जुड़ते जाएं, संख्या बढ़ती जाए, हम एक ऐसा फोरम स्टैब्लिश कर सकें जहां पर संवाद हो और समस्याओं के बारे में जानकारी अच्छी तरह प्राप्त हो। आगे मैं आपको कुछ मैसेजेस सुनाऊंगा जो हमें पहले हम सुनते हैं वर्ल्ड साइकेट्रिक एसोसिएशन में हमारे प्रेसिडेंट प्रोफेसर अफजल जावेद को। वो कोशिश कर रहे थे लॉग इन होने की, मगर मैं उन्हें देख नहीं रहा हूं, लेकिन मैं उनका मैसेज आपको सुनाता हूं।
Dear friends, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Dr. Afzal Javed, the President, World Psychiatric Association. I'm delighted to learn about this initiative for students' mental health, and I would like to extend my best wishes to the organizers. World Psychiatric Association is mindful about the programs aimed at suicide prevention by raising awareness, developing policies, and setting research agendas.
Namaste.
It is commendable that this project has a dedicated section consisting of around 150 experts from across the globe, with Professor Amresh Srivastava being a member of this esteemed group. The suicide of a student is not only a great loss for the family, but also for the entire nation. However, it is important to remember that suicide prevention is equally a challenging task, but not impossible one. World Health Organization and many other organizations have developed training manuals for teachers that emphasize the training and education about this particular topic in the day-to-day work. I'm impressed that this particular program has got diverse range of objectives, including training courses, diploma programs, needs assessments, surveys, and the utilization of modern mobile technology. This comprehensive nature certainly highlights the commitment to addressing student mental health from multiple angles. I also believe that the project provides an opportunity not only for teachers from India, but also for educators from around the world. And I will certainly disseminate this information to the other parts of the world so that they can look at the great efforts being made through this initiative. Once again, I extend my warmest wishes to the project and all those who are involved. May your efforts in student mental health promotion lead to positive outcomes and make a lasting impact on the lives of young individuals. At the end, I can only say, keep on with your activities to raise the slogan that no health without mental health. And we need to focus on preventive measures as well as treatment and other aspects of management. Thank you very much.
So thanks. Now I move on to we have discussed this project with the Indo-Canadian Psychiatric Association, though it's a small association, but it's a very strategic one in terms of having international support and logistics. Not that we in India feel that we know enough, we have enough people, enough resources, but I personally believe that everybody needs to join. Suicide prevention or working for mental health is everybody's business. And in that connection, I had the privilege of speaking to Indo-Canadian Psychiatric Association. I made a presentation to their executive body, and they have deliberated and decided to be a strategic partner in our initiative. Like you just now heard from World Psychiatric Association. So I will now try and connect to its president, Professor Dilkhush Panjwani, and let's see what he says.
Namaste and good evening to all of you. This is Dilkhush Panjwani from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, where I practice as a consultant psychiatrist at Trillium Health Partners and Assistant Professor of Psychiatry, University of Toronto. I also hold the position of President of the Indo-Canadian Psychiatric Association, also known as ICPA. Thank you for inviting me to say a few words to all of you. Dr. Amresh Srivastava discussed with ICPA executives an outline of the current Mansik Shakti project for student mental health. I think this is a timely project that is aimed to generate innovative and emerging ideas in promoting mental health with the objective of preventing mental illness and suicide in the student population. This targeted and meaningful student-centric project is likely to yield the maximum return on investment in the long run. Now, the right problems require the right solutions. So it is our expectation that the Student Mental Health Initiative will instill hope, build resilience, provide equitable and accessible mental health services without any barriers, and eradicate the social stigma surrounding mental illness. So, on behalf of the Indo-Canadian Psychiatric Association, I am pleased to extend our wholehearted support to Dr. Amresh Srivastava, whom I have known as a close friend and learned colleague for the past 42 years. Amresh has always impressed me as a sound clinician, ethical researcher, respected teacher, wise academician, dedicated public educator, and a widely read author. Mental health is a journey to a better destination. And Amresh and Mansik Shakti team are drafting a roadmap for that journey. So our best wishes and prayers for success are with all of you. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Our Deputy Chief Minister, and he has given a message. I would play it for a minute, and I'm thankful to him for sending this message to us.
आपकी आवाज भी कर दो। फ्रीडम फॉर पॉवर्टी फाउंडेशन ट्रस्ट द्वारा आयोजित युवाओं के प्रति एक संस्था है जो मानसिक अवसाद के कारण युवा बहुत जल्दी फ्रस्ट्रेशन के शिकार होते हैं, फिर वो धीरे धीरे अवसादग्रस्त होने के बाद आत्महत्या को करने को मजबूर होते हैं। फाउंडेशन ने इस दिशा में बड़े मनोवैज्ञानिक चिकित्सकों को इकट्ठा करके एक ऐसा काम किया है जो अभिनव काम है, मैं कह सकता हूँ। अपने देश में बहुत ढेर सारे युवा बहुत तेजी के साथ प्रगति करने के लिए घरों से निकलते हैं और प्रगति समय पर न मिलने के कारण वो फ्रस्ट्रेशन के शिकार होते हैं। धीरे धीरे मानसिक अवसाद की वजह से वो आत्महत्या की तरफ कदम बढ़ाते हैं। इसको रोकने का बहुत बढ़िया प्रयास है। मैं ट्रस्ट को शुभकामनाएं देता हूं और आभार भी प्रकट करता हूं और ट्रस्ट को इस बात का भरोसा दिलाता हूं हमारी सरकार उनको इस कार्य के पुनीत कार्य के लिए हमेशा मदद करेगी। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
मंत्री जी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, और मुझे उम्मीद है कि आगे हमारा और सरकार का रिश्ता एक सकारात्मक दिशा में आगे बढ़ेगा और कुछ ठोस परिवर्तन लाया जा सके, इस दिशा में हम काम कर सकेंगे। उम्मीद से ही हम आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। डॉक्टर मूर्ति फ्रॉम बेंगलोर, गुड इवनिंग सर, वेलकम। Now, I have to, and then now we are moving in 2 minutes to the lecture by Professor Agarwal. And in this time, I want to recognize a number of associations and people, starting from Abdul Kalam University, Professor Komal Prajapati, Professor Anil Singh, then Dr. Nilesh Shah from Sion Hospital and his team, Dr. Omkar Nayak, who is a resident there. They are working in artificial intelligence. The team at KJ Somaiya Institute of Technology, Dr. Milin and Professor Jagtap and their students who are working hard in developing artificial intelligence and machine learning model for identifying mental health issues in students. We want to recognize Dinesh Srivastava, professor at NITI, which has now become IIM Mumbai. It's one of the collaborative institute with us. We express our thanks to Mr. Alok Roy, Vice Chancellor of Lucknow University, who has agreed to accept our request and be a strategic partner in education research. We are looking forward to grand celebration of World Mental Health Day on 10th of October 2023, and hopefully we'll have a very productive program. So I also want to declare that those institutions and individuals who have a specific interest in mental health and suicide prevention, please let us know what way we can help you, and also let us know what way you can help us in taking this dialogue further. Now, I think I will stop here, and now it's time to move on to the scientific content. We have divided the training schedule into 4 days component. Day one, that is today, is the discussion about current understanding of suicide behavior. Day two, that is tomorrow, it will be the causes, risk factor, and risk assessment. Day three is for the discussion of appropriate intervention for people who have suicidal ideas. And then last day, it is the discussion around self-development, how an individual can grow more resilience, develop more strength, and what can be done for. Now, the model of the lecture is that about half an hour the speaker would take to put his point of view, and then it is open to question and answers. Please feel free to raise hand and ask questions. The floor would be open. And we now invite Professor A.K. Agrawal to deliver his lecture, please, sir.